If you're hunting for the perfect L-shaped gaming desk, you've probably stumbled across the DESINO L-shaped gaming desk. And yeah, it looks promising at first glance. But here's what surprised me. This desk doesn't live up to the hype most gamers expect, and some things are downright frustrating. You might think an L-shaped desk with carbon fiber surface and steel legs means top-tier quality, but that's not the whole story. Today, I'm going to break down the good, the bad, and the ugly so you know exactly what you're getting into before you spend a dime. Spoiler alert, this isn't the ultimate battle station solution. Stick around because some issues will make you rethink your setup, but I'll also highlight why it's not a total loss. Trust me, you don't want to miss this. Alright, who is the DESINO L-shaped gaming desk actually for? If you want a corner desk that maximizes your room space and you're on a budget, this might sound like just the ticket. It promises ample space with dimensions of 160 cm by 120 cm, sturdy steel frame, and a slick carbon fiber textured surface. Great on paper, right? But let's talk about when you bring this desk home. Imagine you're a gamer or remote worker with multiple monitors, a keyboard, mouse, and who knows, maybe even a snack stash. You'd want a desk that's stable and spacious enough to support your battle station and work essentials. The DESINO promises 220 pounds weight capacity and stability, with double diagonal braces on the legs, theoretically supporting your gear, and enough legroom for comfort. But here's the catch. Let me tell you my story. When I first got the DESINO desk, I was excited. The sleek black carbon fiber finish looks fantastic on the photos, and the corner L shape definitely makes your room look like a pro setup. I thought finally, a desk that handles work and gaming while fitting neatly in the corner. But after assembling it, yeah, that took longer than expected. The desk wobbled more than I anticipated, especially on carpeted floors. Stability claims, more like a shaky game tower. You know that feeling when you bump your elbow and the whole desk flinches? Not cool, especially during a heated game session or important video call. By this point, you're probably wondering, is this just a one-off? Well, digging through the reviews on Amazon, the 3.5-star rating sums it up nicely. Some users love the big surface area and design, but there's a consistent thread of complaints about assembly hassles and stability issues. One reviewer joked it felt like they were putting together IKEA furniture with blindfolds on, which, considering the included instructions, is pretty accurate. Another mentioned that the carbon fiber surface, while looking cool, is actually a fingerprint magnet and scratches more easily than advertised. And if you're a neat freak like me, cleaning that glossy texture becomes a mini chore. But don't run away yet. I know what you're thinking. Is this desk worth the price at all? Hold that thought. There's more to unpack. The DESINO desk does have some positives. For gamers on a budget or those trying to squeeze a gaming setup into a tight space, the L-shape is a clever choice. It lets you use a corner, oftentimes a dead zone in rooms, and opens up the rest of your space for other furniture or activities. Plus, it's got multiple sockets for cable management, which, let's face it, is a lifesaver. No one wants a spaghetti ball of cords under their desk. The price point is relatively attractive compared to premium gaming desks, and DESINO's customer service, while it gets mixed reviews, is pretty responsive, which is comforting when you hit a snag. Now let's talk assembly because that's where many users face headaches. The instruction manual is minimal, which means you're improvising a bit during the build. The trickiest part, aligning the steel frame legs with the desktop, and ensuring the diagonal braces don't get in the way. Miss a step here and your desk will feel like a Jenga tower ready to topple. If you're the type who enjoys weekend DIY projects, you might enjoy this challenge. But if you want plug and play, better look elsewhere. Also, the parts are heavy and awkward, so it's one of those get-a-friend-to-help deals if you want to keep your sanity. To add a little humor, this desk assembly is proof that some furniture is a team sport. Trying to build this alone felt like juggling knives, possible but dangerous. At one point, I joked with myself that maybe I should have just played real-life Tetris instead. Jumping back to the surface itself, the carbon fiber texture is marketed as anti-skid and anti-scratch. However, this claim is only partly true. The anti-skid feature is decent. Your mouse won't do a marathon on the desk, which is great. As for scratch resistance, well, let's just say if you're prone to aggressive gaming or moving your gear around frequently, those tiny scratches are inevitable. After a couple of weeks, my desk started showing light wear and tear. It's a classic case of looks good but handle with care. For some users, this might not be a deal breaker, but it's worth noting if you care about pristine equipment surfaces. Here's a question to keep you thinking. Is a gaming desk just a desk, or does it elevate the whole experience? Because if you can't focus during your game because your desk shakes every time you lean on it or your mouse slips on a slick surface, it takes the fun away. You want your gear to feel secure and your workspace inviting. Another important factor is legroom and ergonomics. At 75 cm tall with a 60 cm depth on the smaller side of the L, some users with taller stature might feel cramped. There's room for storage underneath, but not much in terms of ergonomic adjustability. No height flexibility means you'll need a good chair to make this work long-term. The legs with diagonal braces do take up some underdesk space, which could interfere if you want a footrest or a small filing cabinet tucked beneath. On the bright side, the steel frame, when properly assembled, does offer better durability than standard particle board desks. So if you take your time building it and give it a level floor, the structure can hold up well. The maximum weight capacity of 220 pounds should easily support your monitor setup, keyboard, headphones, and even that secret stash of energy drinks. Remember, not every downside has to be a deal breaker. If your priority is a stylish L-shaped design with decent space for work and gaming without burning a hole in your wallet, the DESINO desk can still be a contender. It's just important to set expectations. Don't expect rock-solid stability out of the box or pristine surfaces immune to scratches. Treat it like a functional desk with some quirks. If you're the kind of person who loves customization, you could always upgrade parts of the desk over time. Add a desk mat for better mouse performance, clip on external cable managers, or even replace the desktop if you're handy. The frame itself is a solid foundation for those DIY enthusiasts. Before I wrap this up, a little inspector joke for you. Why did the gamer bring a ladder to the DESINO desk unboxing? Because they heard it had high stability, but what they really needed was to reach the keyboard that kept sliding off. Okay, I'll stop. No more jokes, I promise. But seriously, understanding these quirks is the key to making an informed choice. So what's the final verdict? Don't buy the DESINO L-shaped gaming desk if you're expecting a flawless, premium gaming setup that will impress your streamer friends and hold up flawlessly for years. However, if you're starting out, needing budget-friendly space efficiency, and willing to flex your DIY muscle, this desk is worth considering. The L-shaped design cleverly uses your corner space. The carbon fiber surface looks sleek enough to satisfy your gamer style, and the steel frame can bear your gear weight. Just be prepared for some assembly headaches and the occasional wobble. If you want the best price and the latest deals for the DESINO L-shaped gaming desk, check the link in the description below. That's where you can secure one for yourself if you decide the pros outweigh the cons. Remember, every gamer's setup is different, so matching your needs to the product specs is crucial. I hope this honest review saved you time and potential frustration. Thanks for sticking with me through this deep dive. Drop a comment if you've tried this desk or have alternatives you swear by. I'd love to hear your experience. And don't forget to hit that like button if you found this helpful. Game on, and may your desk be stable and your games lag-free.